Hey tasters, welcome to Taste Life with us. I'm Tim, this is Kathy, and we're going to talk about something that really is a big chunk of your budget.
Yeah, this is super important because if you're traveling the world full time, like we are, or just extensively because you're retired or whatever, where you stay really matters.
Accommodations. Accommodations can really be a couple of different things. We can talk about Airbnb Verbo-y apartments that you get, or we can talk about straight hotels like we're in right now.
We're not hostel travelers, so we're not going to talk about that,
No.
but we are going to talk about hotels and vacation rentals.
Absolutely. First thing you want to look for when you're looking at either an Airbnb or a hotel is get a picture of the rooms. How many rooms are there? Obviously, hotel, probably one, maybe two. If it's an Airbnb, you may be a one bedroom, two bedroom with living room or a studio, any of that. But look at it in the context of what's there for furniture.
Yes, because the longer you stay, the more you need to switch your body position or you will be very uncomfortable in it. You need a place that has chairs or couches as well as the bed.
Absolutely.
And this is where our kind of room within a mansion view comes in. We've cruised extensively a lot of our life, and we've learned this from cruising.
Absolutely. When you're on a cruise ship, and we're cheap, let's face it, we've got an interior cabin. It is a room.
It's
and
a bedroom.
bathroom. That's it, just a bedroom.
So you have to think of it like this. This is your bedroom in the context of a larger living space. So if it's a cruise ship, depending on the size of it, it's sort of like a bedroom in a big city. There's tons of other places to go to sit, places with views, indoor, outdoor spaces, different kinds of furniture, all of that. And you have to kind of look at your accommodations the same way.
Absolutely.
Like a lot of people really want an accommodation that's got multiple bedrooms and a full kitchen and all these indoor outdoor spaces, and all of those things are great. But if you're like us and you're on a budget and you're really trying to save money, and or you're going to more remote areas where there are not Airbnb apartments, you're staying in hotels on islands.
Yes.
You need to be able to use that space kind of like a bedroom, bathroom, cabin in a cruise, and look outside of it to see what is the rest of my house.
Yes.
Where can I sit?
Do they have lounges with comfortable chairs, places to relax?
Yeah, like this hotel we're in now has kind of a lounge area with leather chairs and ottomans and, very comfortable area, which is great because we're here for a month. We need places to go sit like that.
Yeah. Those are really comfortable ways to do that. The other thing you want to think about are tables and chairs. I mean, if you're going to sit down and work on your laptop, play on your laptop,
Like cards and games, that's what we like to do.
do that. I mean, you got to have a table, you got to have some chairs, and they've got to be comfortable.
Yeah, and so a lot of hotels that include breakfast then have that area still open the rest of the day. Nobody's using it, and it's very easy to go and use it yourself.
And oftentimes they'll still have like a coffee pot or something brewing coffee, or maybe just simple lemonade or water even to drink.
Yeah, and a lot have like chairs and a table outside your door, which you do want to really carefully look at those and see how usable that is. But we have brought bugs. But I mean the position of it, like it's a table like really low where you can't really use it. But we've often brought that table and chair situation inside of our room in the rain and had a place to sit.
Yeah.
So another thing to consider when you're doing this with Airbnbs and Verbos is if you're in like a high rise, a lot of these buildings have pod areas or
social areas, grouping areas.
Right. So they may have like an area that's got pool tables or games or couches and a big TV, or they might have a business center with desks.
Yeah, or they may even just have a quiet room where you're just designed to go in there and sit in comfortable chairs and listen with ear pods or work on something.
Yeah, when we stay in Kuala Lumpur, we made good use of the pods, and they were really an addition to our studio apartment.
Yeah.
Although we did have a couch, which was nice. Okay, kitchens. So if you're gonna cook, maybe you're a big cook and you need a full kitchen. We're not big cooks, so we just need to live and eat. And even in a hotel, if it has a refrigerator, You can get yourself some milk and cereal and have your own breakfast if they're not included. Although included breakfast can be a big bonus if they're decent.
Absolutely. And that's something, again, when you're looking at your accommodations, is breakfast included?
If you have a microwave and a refrigerator, now you can cook quite a few things in your room.
Yeah.
I mean, we can live there for a month and not eat out the whole time. So those are things to think about. Also, you're wanting to save money on your accommodations. One way to do that is to go to hotels that do include like a buffet breakfast. We usually eat 2 meals a day. That's one of them.
Yeah.
That's a big savings. There's also some hotels, like we like to stay at Staybridge Suites a lot, that have happy hour 3 or 4 days a night with free
Always like
drinks
to get
and
happy hour.
food. That's our second meal of the day. So that is a way to save money. Also, if you're staying at certain hotel brands like Hyatt that have like a club lounge, they have huge breakfast spreads in the lounge, and a lot of them have huge happy hour spreads that are very
Absolutely.
a lot of food for dinner.
Yeah.
So when we go to a Hyatt, we get a club room, and if they have a good club, and we really don't buy any other food.
Right.
We just eat all the free food, and that's a real added benefit.
Now, how do you find all this information out? Research.
Yeah.
Research where you're going to stay. Research what you're looking at. Make sure you're looking at the pictures. You're reading the reviews. All of that.
Yeah, search the reviews for the things you care about: a comfortable bed, Wi-Fi, certain kind of shower pressure, whatever your thing is that really bugs you in places. Make sure that it's okay. But also really search those reviews for comments on the public transportation nearby, on grocery stores nearby, on restaurants nearby, on loud bars next door, on construction going on. All those things are important, so read the reviews carefully.
Absolutely.
The recent reviews.
Yeah, that research is critical to making your stay, again, whether it's Airbnb, Vrbo, or hotel, critical for your happiness.
Yes, and then be sure you're using coupons, because booking sites usually have discounts of some sort. If you go onto a coupon site like Retail Me Not or Rakuten, what? Rakuten, you can usually find some kind of discount code, and oftentimes if you log in through there, you can also get some cash back. Sometimes you can also go to those sites and either on the site or through giftcards.com get a discounted gift card for the site that you then use to pay for it with. And so that can add to your savings basically. Yeah. So you can be really comfortable in a cheaper accommodation if you really think this through and do the research. Also, another way to save money is, on certain hotels have like 4th night free or 5th night free.
Right.
Don't, take advantage of that. Don't stay 3 nights in a 4th night free accommodation.
Unless
right?
you really have to, but try not to, right? You want to take advantage of every free thing someone's going to give you.
If you're going to stay longer, ask for a long stay discount.
Absolutely.
This hotel we're in, we went straight to the hotel after finding it on booking.com, got about 40% off to stay for a month. Our previous one also, we saved about 50% by asking for a long stay discount.
So how do you connect directly with the hotel to ask them that?
I find them on booking.com, then I Google the hotel, I find their own website or at least an email or a WhatsApp or something like that, and I contact them directly.
Do your research.
What's interesting is that oftentimes, even if there's an upcharge for an included breakfast or say this room with the chair, sometimes they'll just throw in the better room or the free breakfast along with the long-term discount.
Yeah.
So check all your avenues, don't give up, really try to save money, and you can.
Yeah, and realize if you're asking for that discount, worst case scenario, they're going to say no.
Right.
Best
you can
case
still stay
scenario,
there.
you're a winner.
Yeah. If they say no, then go to your booking platform like booking.com and just stack as many discounts as you can on there until you can get a good price.
Yeah, never take it personally. They're a business and you're trying to get the best deal.
Yeah, but you can find great accommodations for free. We've really never had a bad accommodation.
How do we find them for free?
Oh, you really can find great accommodations at affordable prices. It just takes a little extra effort, but then you can be like us and say, knock on wood. So far, we've never had a bad one.
Hey.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for tasting life with us, and I hope this information has been very helpful for you. Watch some of our other videos on tips and tricks to save money.
Oh, we have a whole travel planning series that will tell you what to look for, where to put your accommodation in a city, etc., and lots more tips on how to save money. But also, we are full-time nomads, and we actually have a daily taste, which is daily-ish, vlog of our life, so you can see it in live time. Well, slightly delayed, but you know what we do all day. What's it like to be a nomad? If you'd like to watch Daily Taste, we'll have a link at the end to the playlist.
There you go.
Please subscribe. Please comment. What are your tips for finding accommodation? What do you look for?
Thanks again for tasting life with us.
Now go taste life for yourself.